It's awesome to be back at ShopTalk. Every year it feels like there's more energy here, and this year we're seeing so many great retailers and brands learning about so many new things, so much innovation, and just engaging with each other, bringing a ton of energy to the conference and the floor and all the vendors that are here as well.
ShopTalk is amazing. You've got this collection of retailers just having a blast, getting to know what's new in the payments world, as well as what's new and top of mind for retailers. This is a tough year for retail. What we're seeing with retailers right now is really a focus on efficiencies. This is a tough year with recession, with inflation. So what can retailers do to really focus on their bottom line?
I think ShopTalk is a fascinating place. It's always interesting. I think retailers come here with their best foot forward, looking for really interesting insights. I get really inspired by just a lot of the tech solutions and different ways that startups and companies are working to help make retail better and more modern. And so I just find it really inspiring to see all the kind of interesting things that people are working on.
The show's been amazing. I mean, ShopTalk is always the best commerce show for us, the best in the industry. And Riskified has been attending for many, many years. And everyone has been having a good time here, meeting partners, merchants, and prospects as well.
ShopTalk is an exciting event for us, being able to come talk to our customers about what's really going on in the retail industry and how we're helping them solve their business challenges. Some of the trends that I'm hearing at ShopTalk this year is really about AI, machine learning. Big things for us is we've been doing that for years with our technology around security, being able to stop threats and so forth, but applying it to the shopping experience. Through COVID, a lot of the customers have been really all making transformations, and now it's about personalizing the customer experience.
So I've heard a lot about in-store experiences this year. I think during the pandemic, we were really focused on online shopping. And now that we're getting back to shopping in person, there's a big push for what are we doing in stores to make the experience different. And we have some really cool tech for that too. So we've been able to show that live here, and we have a ton of interest, which is really exciting.
I'm having the best day ever. Going through all these booths in the expo. I just listened to Dave, the CEO of Ulta speak. I can't even tell you, I'm having the best time. I might crash tonight, but I'm having the best time tonight.
ShopTalk is my of the favorite conferences what I have been, because here a lot of retailers come here to learn, and it's maybe the best place to really see where the industry is going, and retailers really open to discuss, actually open to try something new. It's like I'm always every year excited to be here.
It's a post-pandemic year. Everybody's here. They're excited. The crowds are interested to be here. I'm excited to be here. And you can sense that people are ready to be back.
Talk to me about the general vibe at ShopTalk.
Having this massive inspiration served on the plate in beautiful Vegas.
Yeah.
Having fun, working,
and
also exchanging all those concepts. It feels like we're having a sort of party and incredible business content that is delivered just in front of us.
It's amazing to be at ShopTalk. Great to see all these people come in. It's good to be at an in-person event after the last couple of years.
Having a good time. It's nice to actually see people back in person after a couple years, and whether it's in the ecosystem and our partnerships or seeing some customers that we're supporting, it's nice to have that interaction.
It's been really fantastic so far. I mean, the energy here has been off the chart. I think it's been really exciting to see everybody around, to see all the discussions that have been happening both on main stage, but in breakouts and also in the meetups, and of course walking around here at the expo floor. For me, what I've really enjoyed seeing is, first of all, sort of the discussion, if you will, of the importance of supply chain in today's retail world. Both from the ability to meet the customer needs, so customer satisfaction in terms of getting their product, but more importantly around the importance of supply chain for things like sustainability.
How's the energy of the show been like for you?
I've been here a couple times, so it really feels fully back now. Like really, it's about as big as energy as I've ever seen, certainly since COVID. Really packed today.
Yeah, I love it. There's been lots of entertainment and fun stuff to do, and a beach bash this evening. So they're definitely bringing a fun production to ShopTalk this year. And they're also bringing a lot of amazing tech innovation and even a startup track this year. So Al, I know you specifically are working with startups and investing in tech companies. So what are you seeing? What are you hearing on the show floor? And are there any startups or tech innovators that are really catching your attention this year?
Yeah, so we've been coming and supporting ShopTalk for many years, and our startups love it. Probably one of my favorite events to display at. So we have them in Startup Alley, but some of them are now much bigger and have their own booths. It's a great one. I think the other thing that's been interesting for me is the first year I participated in that massive meetup space out back. And you can, like, every 15 minutes you can hit a meeting, and it's been really fantastic. I've seen startups from around the world. That's the other impression, would be how many are here from not just startups, investors, CVCs. So the venture community has always been pretty healthy around this event, but surprisingly so this year. It's really quite full. I've met companies from Australia, the Middle East, Latin America. It's been great.
Yeah, I think it was 63 or 61 countries
really?
represented here at ShopTalk this year.
Not shocked at all.
Absolutely, and they're putting together an amazing space where, as Al said, you can facilitate those great conversations, those short speed dating-like meetings. So you get you make the most out of your time here at ShopTalk.
The other thing I'll compliment them on is that matching service we did ahead of time worked remarkably well. Meaning, these are the type of people that I might want to meet with, and the ones that requested meetings with me, actually knew what I do, and it was the right fit at the right time. So
It's like Tinder for tech providers.
it was shockingly good. I had my doubts, but it worked out beautifully. I haven't had a bum meeting in 2 days of meetings.
Amazing. Love to hear it. Well, thanks for stopping by, Al. It was
Yeah, you're
great
welcome.
to meet you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your
All
show.
right.
So I know you're here covering startups and seeking out some of the most innovative new technologies in the game. So what are you seeing, and what has you most inspired at the show?
Yeah, so the first day of the show, there was a startup competition, kind of like Shark Tank, or Reef Tank, as they called it. So there was two kind of clear winners coming out of that. There was one company, Drop, and what was really exciting about Drop is that they provide a new stream of revenue for retailers. They monetize the Instagram channel. A lot of brands and retailers have, maybe 100 million followers, or like whatever the number, but nobody's actually ever purchased from them. So through the messaging function on Instagram, retailers can now have like these conversations and just like kind of talk to the consumer. And what Drop does is, like, in a conversational way, engages consumers and gets them to buy.
Fantastic. And we know there are a lot of challenges plaguing the retail industry today, but a lot of great opportunities too. So Kieran, are there any other tech companies or innovations that you've seen here that really caught your eye?
Yeah, so when I look at kind of like what makes a great startup, I'm like thinking about like trends. And a company called Syrup is like right on like what's like trending right now. What they do is they enable better inventory decisions. So, right now, like kind of like how do you forecast your inventory? How do you kind of factor in everything that's going on? There used to be top-down demand where, brands, retailers would do a bunch of advertising, and then consumers would just do whatever. If they were selling a black shirt or a pair of shoes, consumers would buy them. Now it's just it's consumer created demand. So what Syrup does is they analyze all hundreds of thousands of data points and enable the retailers to actually make better decisions on their inventory, which means more money. But also there aren't it's reducing the amount of overstock. So it's saving on margins, and it's also stopping clothes going to landfills or whatever products.
consumers are really in the driver's seat. Something could go viral on TikTok or Instagram one day, and the next day all of the stores will be sold out of that product. So really being able to harness that data and the predictive intelligence to know what products consumers are going to be wanting here and in the new future is definitely a valuable tool for retailers. So Kieran, I appreciate you stopping by. Great to see you, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you.
The flexibility that we're seeing across retail, no longer are we just kind of like forcing down, here are the trends.
Yeah.
We've already talked a little bit of like the democratization of discovery is
Yes.
existing, and the rise of authentic voices. Trends and opportunities coming now from the bottom up are driving a level of flexibility within the retail sector that I think is really fascinating to watch, and I think we're happy to help either enable those communities to connect or enable brands to listen to those communities.
Yeah.
Our customers are very loyal to us, and they really want to engage with us because they can self-express using our clothing. And we see that as the secret sauce, if you will. This customer-led journey we're on has been really beneficial to us from a growth perspective. We also think really beneficial to our customers.
It is really about retaining the customers that we have today and attracting new customers. That is both through the power of our brands, our products, our digital tools that we're putting out there, and then our associates.
Some of the trends that we're seeing in ShopTalk, I think I come back to the fact that it's retail media, retail media, retail media. And everybody's trying to say, well, how do you monetize or take advantage of the footfall in the physical store? I think it's super important to note that the retailers and brands, they're all trying to help the consumer make the right decision. By having the right medium and the right content at the right time, hopefully through us, we can help achieve that.
It feels so energizing and so great to be back in person in 2023. A big theme this year that I've been hearing consistently is, how do we send the right message to the right person at the right time? What in our tech stack is helping us and what is hindering us?
ShopTalk has been an amazing show for us. This is probably my 4th or 5th ShopTalk, and every experience is better than the last. It gives us a way to reconnect with the same colleagues year over year and our friends in the industry, and also make new friends in the industry every single year. That's what it's all about.
A lot of buzz, energy is fantastic. Definitely seeing, obviously technology is at the forefront of everything. It's not anything short of innovative here and super inspiring.
What a lot of these brands are facing in a challenges perspective is they're doing this omni-channel focus or approach, but it's siloed. So really it's all about bringing everything under one roof and consolidating it to create a really organic and personalized marketing approach to your consumers to build loyalty and longtime customers. So how does it feel to be at ShopTalk? It's awesome. The energy is great, the traffic, meeting all the great brands in person. It's been a really awesome event.